Hey, what's up everybody? We're continuing our restoration on this case skid steer. Prior video, I pressure washed the entire machine. I'm getting ready to sandblast, but I need to fix all of the issues with the frame. This door is all tweaked, so it's going to get set aside. It's got a lot of work. It doesn't want to open and close very well at all. The couple dents here. I'm mainly going to be working on early on this dent. It's going to be difficult to get out of this hard area being on this ridge here. So let's get going on that. First thing we need to do is get this door out of the way. Get you a good look at the dent. Pretty significant considering where it is. Game plan, gonna weld a bolt to this, create some sort of cross, and then I can use the nut against the bridge to hopefully pull that out. I might have to heat this up, keep from damaging the metal. Would leave it, but I don't know, it bothers me quite a bit. Okay, here's my plan of attack. Got a bolt smaller than this beam out of a puller set I have. I'm going to weld the head right to the center, put this over it, and I'm going to use a nut to pull this out. I'll put some supports on each side, and if I have to, I'll heat this up so I don't deform the rest of the metal. The reason I have it at an angle like that, that's kind of how the metal's deformed. It kind of needs pulled out like that. This is more of a dent there than there, and that's dead center to where the impact occurred. Okay, here's my setup. I'm going to heat this area, get it nice and red, start pulling on it. And if I need to cut it off and reposition, I will, but I think this will get us going pretty good here. Okay, I took the head off the bolt. I'm going to try more of a concentrated pull area this time. I think that'll help me get that center out. Okay, round two. Yeah, about 70% of it out, but weld's starting to pull loose. It's about ready to give way. Yep, there it goes. Okay, got all that cleaned off of there. I think we're making progress. It's still pretty big. Okay, this is attempt number 3. I'll have to be honest with you, I knew this would be hard, but after 3 pulling rounds, I mean, it's better by, I don't know, 50% probably. I'm gonna try moving over my pulling area by about 3/4 of an inch. And then whatever it is after that, I'm gonna call it good enough. Well, I got the rosebud tip on. I'm tired of messing around with this thing, so I'm gonna crank up the persuasion factor. Oh, that's hot. Well, I spent way too much time on this dent, I feel, and I'm not real happy with the outcome, but it's better than it was. I kind of just, I don't know, created a void. I painted it green just temporarily so you could see what it looked like. But that's as good as I can get it, and with it being on that crease like that, that's just really hard. But, I mean, overall, you can see that reflection now. I got this where it didn't come out as much. I got the seam out, but that kind of stayed. And I even took a couple extra studs on the sides, and it's just really difficult to get it out. Being how difficult that was, I'm just going to leave that. That's too minor to worry about. Got a little bit of denting up there. That should come out pretty easy. I'm not going to film it. The next thing I need to tackle that I will film is fixing this adjuster for the axle. Well guys, it's been 3 or 4 days since I worked on this dent, and you know, I recollected myself and decided I really needed to improve what it looked like. So I went back at it, and I went another, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 pulls. And I'm happy to say it's not 100%, but well, it's 90%, and then I only took 1 pull right in the perfect spot and got that one pretty much all the way out. So a lot happy with that. It looks really bad now because of all the, you know, heating and grinding, but it's better than it actually is. You'll see after I get it sandblasted. And then up here, all that turned out really good. No issues. That was really easy. So let's move on to fixing this chain adjuster. All right, I've been working on getting this piece cut off of here. Someone had welded this on previously. Some of it cracked off on the bottom, but it's causing an alignment issue with the adjustment. I got these studs knocked out of here so I can get room with the grinding wheel. It's not fun because of All of the sparks keep flying in my face, but I'm doing the best I can. Finally. Now you can see how all the terrible welding was done down there. I'm going to take a flap wheel and get that cleaned up, and then I'll show you what it looks like once that's done. All right. Bunch of grinding, but I ended up getting it all off of there and didn't hurt the panel at all. So next step is to take this piece and mock up a new one. It is not worth reusing. I have a piece of 3/8 flat stock warming up to get ready to shape this new adjuster mechanism. Okay, the first bend is in, and I have it laying next to this other piece. I'm going to mark with a punch right where I need to start the bend when I put it in the vise. That way I know when it's red hot. That's the only way to really see it. Okay, I'm set up on the mill here. The hole is a 1/4 inch from the edge. Drilling a 1/2 inch hole, and this will be the final step. All right guys, let me show you what I got going on here. I have this location all measured out. It's 4 inches from this opening, and then I just took a bolt where the adjuster pushes against is in line with a stud. So I got a straight line drawn across. So I'm going to level the face up 4 inches back, align the bolt up, tack it on, and that should put it in the right position. So this is all still lined up. That nut's actually not the right one. That looks good. Let's just look. That's looking good. Tack this back. check everything, and I'm going to weld it in. That's great. Check my 4 inches. It's on. All right, let's weld it up. Okay, let me show you how we turned out. Get us in this light. Let's see if that. Pretty happy with that. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. All right, guys, today's the big day. It's Sandblast Day. Have all the precautionary measures. Plugs, plug covered, nothing can get into the fuel and hydraulic tank. Got the oil and everything cleaned out of the chain cases. That's all going to get washed out very thoroughly after I pressure wash. So I am ready to go. I'm going to grab the forklift and move it over to the door. And then I'm going to grab the tractor to move it out into the lawn. Got the Sandblaster that I built in the previous video. It's completely filled. There's about 4 bags of sand in there. So let's get moving. Battery on this thing is weak. I kind of held off on replacing it because I haven't been using it a whole lot, and these batteries don't last very long to begin with. These are those big 4D, super big tractor batteries. But once I get the skid steer project done, I'll put a battery in it. I'll start doing more outside projects. Okay. Fire in the hole. built this Sandblaster, and I think my air compressor wheels have been overloaded. Oh well, I'll figure something else out. I'm really not looking forward to this. It's like 90 degrees out here, humid, but I don't have a choice. Well guys, I'm finally done. This is the second day. Yesterday when I started, I did about 5 hours worth, and then I did another 5 hours today. Came out really nice, and managed to also do the 4 wheel hubs, so I'll be able to start rebuilding those. But I'm going to call this video. I am absolutely beat. I got sand, sweat all over me. It's not fun. It makes me wonder if this is all worth it, but I'm sure I'll forget all about this once I start this thing up for the first time. So anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.